Today is a detailed summary of Chapter 10 of the Handbook of Art Therapy, the development of psychoanalytic understanding. In the practice of art therapy, it is essential to understand the psychological process behind creation. Art is not only a visual presentation, but also a bridge to the subconscious world of the individual. Through the perspective of psychoanalysis, this chapter deeply explores the interaction between the conscious and the subconscious in the process of artistic creation, reveal the phenomenon of symbolism, aggressions, and aesthetic illusion in creation, and gradually deconstruct how artists' inner emotions, anxieties, and conflicts are transformed and integrated through artistic creation through the theories of important scholars such as Chris Sharp, Milner, Eraswick, and Winnicott. By understanding this psychological mechanism, art therapists can emphasize more effectively with clients, thereby achieving the goal of healing and self-growth. Let's talk about the creative experience first. Through empathy, art therapists enter the inner world of clients, experiencing the chaos, vulnerability, and uncertainty of their creative process. Ernst Chris points out the characteristics of the creative process, that its creation involves limited conscious effort and high degree of emotional involvement and precise psychological problem solving. There is control regressions in creation. The creator retreats to the primary process of the subconscious, but still maintains a certain amount of self-control. The unconscious transforms the original chaos and destruction into efficient forms of creation and novel psychological structures. Eva Sharp argues that art stems from the internalization and symbolic expression of early imagery of patterns of parents. Artistic creation can dissolve subconscious hostility and anxiety through symbolism. Marion Mariner thinks that artistic creation has a deep connection to bodily perception and stems from the bodily experience of pre-infant language. The artist expresses his inner emotions and emotions in a nonverbal sensory way and asserts the function of self-preservation. Aesthetic experiences are traditionally divided into two types: sublime and beautiful. Sublime means often originating from natural sense, evoking feelings of awe, shock, and spiritual transcendence. Beautiful, mainly from man-made objects, bringing the pleasure and a sense of wholeness. Freud explores the strangeness of honor. It refers to the strangeness and fear caused by appearance of familiar but repressed emotions or memories. And Ranswick proposed that there are three stages to the creations of art. First of all, the projection stage. The self is fragmented and projected into the work, showing a splitting character. The subconscious scanning phase, which means the manic phase. The formation of subconscious structures and symbols. Reinternalization phase, and also is the depressive phase. Reintegration of consciousness and reflection on the work. Aggression and destructiveness are essential elements in the creative process. According to Stokes, aggressiveness and destructiveness can be important drivers of creative integration. The artwork is transformed into a more expressive and integrative form by dealing with aggression. Chris notes that aggression is especially evident in caricatures and status of art therapy. Through the aggression and destructiveness in art, the viewer symbolically releases the inner hostility, thereby relieving psychological pressure. According to Stoll, artists typically process the following psychological traits. A strong ego can tolerate higher levels of anxiety and stress. Creation is a self-defense mechanism against unpleasant and anxious emotions. Artistic creation helps artists avoid psychological breakdowns. And Fairbairn proposed the theory of found object. The artist's experience and satisfaction of subconscious needs when discovering objects, generating a strong emotional response. This emotional experience lies in the middle ground between the artist and the viewer, a symbolic link between the inner world and the outer reality. Symbolism is an important bridge between the inner and outer worlds, helping the subconscious to enter the conscious level. The symbolism consists of two main processes. The primary process, presented in a non-verbal, visual, and auditory way, it is a subconscious expression. The secondary process, presented in a logical and linguistic form, it belongs to the rational expression at the level of consciousness. According to Iscus, fantasy is the operational connection between instinct and external reality. Fantasy helps people to fulfill their instinctive desire and needs in reality. Winnicott proposed the concept of transitional object as a medium between the inner and outer worlds. A work of art has the dual characteristic of real and false. Art provides a potential space for individuals to experience the connection between the inner and the outside world and promotes the integration and development of the self. Chris proposed the concept of aesthetic illusion. Artistic creation allows the viewers to symbolically release the emotions and impulse of the subconscious within a safe range. Art provides a safe and psychological space for people to let loose their emotions without facing real-world consequences. Art therapy uses this illusion to allow patients to express and deal with deep psychological conflicts more safely. The goal of artistic creation and psychoanalysis is not simply to consciously, subconsciously, or simply expand the self. Rather, it is to re-establish the connection between the imaginative and adaptive capacities that have been separated within the individual. Art helps patients to overcome their inner divisions and achieve self-integration of their own personality. Rickcroft emphasized that the central goal of psychoanalytic therapy is to reconnect the split mental function and eliminate the opposing states between imagination and reality adaptation. And that's all for today. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next chapter.